Hi there, and welcome to the Call to Cinema. We have some cool stuff to talk about tonight, including the upcoming Black Friday sales. Hey there, William, you're first again. As well as a sale that's already started now from 101 Films in the UK. 101 Films surprise partnership with a brand new company, some new imprint film releases, and a bunch of other things that we are going to look at tonight. So there's a lot of stuff. Hey there, Keter, welcome, man. There's a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. A lot of freaking stuff, and because of that, I figure we'll just kind of, hey there, Iceman, welcome. We'll just kind of like dive right into that deep end that is so cool. So there's been like announcements on imprint films for new releases coming up from them, which we're going to look at. That is the new bundle, and there's been some stuff announced from. I gotta find those damn things actually. Um, hey there, Ash. Welcome, man. I gotta go to Twitter because I'm gonna look for my good friend. Why did I not tag him here? I gotta tag him. Disconnected. How did I not forget? How did I forget to tag disconnected? We're literally making a video together next week, and I'm so looking forward to it. So I apologize. Hey there, Carrie. Welcome. So gotta tag Mr. D there. Hey there, George. Welcome. Dude, that's okay. Go and play your new Battlefront game, man. Let me know how it goes. Uh, because looks cool. Battlefront looks way cooler than what we're. I'm gonna go to disconnect because I know disconnected always has a good hookup when it comes to like new releases and stuff that's coming out. So I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna put it out, plot it. I'm gonna plot it out there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna plot it out there. I'm gonna put it out there. If you're not following Disconnected's YouTube channel, you should be. Hey there, Eric. Welcome, man. Because Disconnected rocks. He really rocks. I actually started up. I decided I was going to get really into my Instagram and my Twitter, and I was going to actually show the movies that I got off like on there as well, kind of give like kind of mini reviews, ideas on things as well. So we'll be looking at all of that. And where the hell is the? I got to find it here somewhere. Imprint films. Come on, imprint films. You know you want it. You know you're ooh, so sexy, so sexy. The imprint releases. All right, there we go. So I have a bunch of stuff to talk about. Hey there, Mike. So here's my question. Not much of a question. It's a choose your own adventure. I almost bought the choose your own adventure movie today. Actually, I saw it at the Dollarama.
Oh yes, I saw it too.
Yeah, I almost bought that. Hey there, Strange Ann. Always great to see you come in, man. I am super excited to talk to you guys tonight. Me and my cousin Roger here. My better half is actually in a conference working. Diablo's coming to mobile. That would be a year type of thing.
What
Diablo's coming to mobile. You're a Diablo fan, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure I would like that on mobile though. It's kind of like I don't play any Nintendo games on my phone because it's like it's sucky. Like if I'm gonna play a video, hey there, Dave, man, a video on my phone, then that's gonna be it's gonna play a game on my phone. It's probably gonna be something along the lines of I don't know, not a Candy Crush. I'm really at the Candy Crush stage, but similar stuff, you know.
If you can hook a joystick up to it, connect to your phone, then I'd probably do it that way. Like not all the time, but.
Whoa. Okay. So apparently, let's Ash Dad, dude. You know I got to do that now. A leak? I can't get to it, man. Do you know what the leaks are? Does anybody care what the leaks are with the vinegar syndrome stuff? Like, I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I love the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. By the way, Vinegar Syndrome did acknowledge uh, the um, the issue with the Cardona box sets, and that they weren't going to be in there. And they put out a $15 coupon for people that are subscribed. So people ask me, well, it's not $15 is not a lot. Is that enough? I was like, yes, because they acknowledged the fact that there was an issue and they did something about it. And that's all I wanted. Like, people think I was like really upset with the Vinegar Syndrome. I wasn't. That's all I not wanted was like some kind of acknowledgement. Uh, and yeah, that's awesome. What the hell's wrong with these glasses? Graduation day, fright mare, don't answer the phone slips. Those are the leaks. Okay. For those that didn't want to know that, I'm sorry, but I don't think anybody's gonna be like super. Graduation is gonna be good slip. That's one that does interest me. I got Graduation day. I love that film actually. Yeah, they call her One Eye Man, Thriller. Christina Lindbergh. You cannot go wrong with that. My glasses are just like so messed up here today. All right, we're gonna try. We're gonna see if I can see through the fog. We can go through all this. 101 Films have already started their Black Friday sale, so we're gonna look into that because not only did they do that, but 101 Films also partnered with AGFA. This was a huge deal. I did not see this coming. I don't know if anybody were kind of in the know when it came to this. Puzzle games. That's actually what I was trying to mean. Actually, um, hey there, Ryan. Welcome, man. See, I can't do Castlevania on mobile. Like, if you say mobile as a phone, no. If you say mobile as in like Castlevania on my like PSP or my Game Boy 3DS or my Game Boy Advance or my Game Boy Color or my Game Boy. Oh yeah, I got got a lot of Game Boys. But so 101 Film surprised us with the fact that AGFA was going with 101 Films. So I expected AGFA to eventually, because they're such a kind of a bigger independent company that they would have to go to the UK at one point or another. But I did not think 101 Films was going to be the gateway in there. So as they say in wrestling, the forbidden door was opened up from 101 Films to AGFA. So 101 Films does something called the Black Label, and the Black Label is their supreme superior type of label that they do. It's their best. It's their diamond, the gold. It's the big one, and it's on sale. I actually don't have any Black Label releases from 101 Films, though I will share the 101 Films releases that I do have, as well as my AGFA releases. I got these up here right now, actually. Before I do that, I guess I have to do that thing. I want to thank everybody, all the 10 people that already have hit that like button, because you guys rock. You have super good karma coming your way. Like, share, subscribe. I have a donation link down there. I have a super chat. I have a Patreon and merch store. And if you want to get the Franco shirt before it goes out, it is the future is Franco, but the future ends at the end of the year. All right. Well, not the future. I hope the future doesn't end at the end of the year. But well, that sounded so ominous. I was like, the future ends at the end of the year. That scared me actually. So let us look at let's dive right in to 101 Films. Let's look at their sale. Let's look at what's coming out from AGFA from them. I'll actually show you some AGFA releases, some 101 Films releases that even my cousin Roger hasn't seen, so he hasn't seen how badass and cool these 101 Films releases are. Possession Brothers is actually pretty excellent. I haven't got a chance to get all through it yet, but what I watched, I really liked, and I haven't seen Possession in years, so that was actually kind of cool. This is my first time owning Ragman, a copy of Possession in actual like a physical media. I think I might have had maybe VHS back in the day, but my first time owning like I guess in this as in a Blu-ray or even a DVD or anything like that. So that's kind of cool. I gotta say my favorite so far, other than Umbrella stuff this month that I watched, I don't know. I mean, I really liked the Big Steel, Showgirls. I'm super pumped with that one. I really liked Outlanders. Like, there's just something about that.
Overlanders.
Overlanders. That's Overlanders. I love real Overlanders. That's kind of a bit of a hidden gem. I'll talk about that when I do my umbrella overview. I'll do a review and rank for them later on this week. Um, but yeah, it's a really cool release, Redman. But let's dive in. Let's do this right now. All right, so here we are at the 101 Films website. As you can see here, well, you can't see here because I just moved away from it, but there is a sale going on right now, and it's a special sale. It is a black label. Oh well, where's it at? Come on, let's go back to 101 Films. There, black label sale. Now, black label releases are usually pretty pricey. They're not the cheapest ones to get. Actually, hey there, Jacob. Welcome, man. So, getting black label releases for $9.99 is actually pretty cool. And you're going to see some. If you're a big Vinegar Syndrome fan, and or a Severin fan, you're going to see like a lot of the titles like that are on there. On here with their own type of releases. I wish I had a black label release to show you. So if any of you guys out there want to go buy me a black label release and send it my way, I would muchly appreciate that. All right. But in all seriousness, now let's look at the black label stuff and see exactly what is out there. Looks like there's a brand new one, The Last Broadcast, which is probably coming out soon. That's not out yet. But let's look and see what they do have in black label because it is on sale. We got the Penelope Spears, The Boys Next Door, which is an incredibly fantastic film starring Maxwell Caulfield and Charlie Sheen. No tiger blood included. But it's a really, really cool movie. Now, let's just go in quickly and get like a look and see what it's included on their release. So you can see it uses kind of a different kind of a punkish style. And there's a big kind of a case. It's a hardbox case, by the way. You get a booklet with this one here. You're going to get what looks like the kind of the Severin look of it. Maxwell Caulfield with his shirt off because it's got to have that. You saw Everything But Eve Outside. I am surprised nobody's bought the Everything But Eve. I think maybe one person did actually buy the Everything But Eve Dies Tonight T-shirt. Ice has some. You got Split Second, Phase 4, and you got the Existence Standard. Actually, that's I was proud of that shirt actually. For the person that actually bought that shirt from my merch store, thank you so much. Because I worked hard on that. Roger was able to manage that shirt. So we got a limited edition booklet here. Includes Living with Boys Next Door by John Tolson and Assassination Nation, Cold-Blooded Rebels and the Death of the American Dream by Rich Johnson. We got another commentary interview with Stephen Thrower, which is always great. Both Sides of the Law interviews with Maxwell Caulfield and Christopher McDonald. Now, Christopher McDonald also acted with Maxwell Caulfield in, of course, one of the greatest movies ever made, Grease 2. One of my favorite films, anyway. Because he played Goose, right?
Which one?
Chris McDonald in like.
Yes.
I don't think it was Danucci. Danucci was the other guy. He was Goose. Where does the Pauline go? You got like a whole bunch of stuff here. Interviews. Tons of more interviews, extra interviews, extended sequences, all the type of stuff. But that's just one of the many titles that are on sale right here, and this one I do recommend. Also, we got Suburbia, which again is another film that I think is an excellent film that I saw back in the day. I actually don't own Suburbia. I think Shout Select put that one out here in North America. If they did, I would kind of much rather have a 101 Films black label release of Suburbia because that's actually kind of a cool little film. If you haven't seen it, definitely recommend it. It's another Penelope Spears film. They put out 2 of her films, and definitely unique. I actually really like this film. We get 2 commentaries on this one from the director, and we get Still Gallery. Not a lot of features on here. Definitely one of the lower feature ones. We got Hell Night here, limited edition. Excellent film, by the way. The Spookies. I love the Spookies, man. So we got this one was really popular. This one has gotten a standard edition already. Got a limited edition and what the standard edition means, well, you're going to miss out on the booklet and the hard case cover. That's usually what the difference between standard and limited. So we got Tammy the T-Rex standard, a limited edition here. We got the standard edition of Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. We got and Silent Night, Deadly Night 1. Initially, there was a limited edition box set that had Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2 put together from 101 Films, but that's not there anymore, unfortunately. We got Brain Dead limited edition. We got Split Second, which they put out originally as one of their cult cinema releases. And they put it into a black label release, a standard edition. That one actually was really popular. Again, Rucker Hauer. Got the limited edition of the New Kids, which I really like. I actually have the Mill Creek edition of that one. I wouldn't mind upgrading to this edition here to get the extra features. Got a standard edition of Phase 4. Was he in Electric Dreams? I don't remember him at all in Electric Dreams. Who was he in Electric Dreams? The original Swedish title for Black Christmas translate to Silent Night, Bloody Night. Yeah, that would got more super confusing. Because there is actually, Keter, there actually is a Silent Night, Bloody Night. It has never gotten a really good release because I don't think that there was ever. Did they do anything, Warlock? Did they get your money back or get you a new box set? If it ever got a really good release anywhere, like the DVD release of Silent Night, Bloody Night is the closest I've gotten. Oh, is there soft case? Are you sure? Because I had heard, Iceman, I need qualification on this one here because I had heard that these were hard boxes. So are the 101 Black Labels hard box or soft box? Oh, the volume. Oh, you're right, actually. You know, it's been a year since I've seen it. You got a better memory than I got. And you see here the ones that are sold out now, like Spooky's limited edition is already sold out. There's the box set for Silent Night, Deadly Night. I really like that. There's Screamers, their Promenade edition, the edition of Rabbit was sexy as hell. I'm pretty sure it's a hard box. Now to saw this Arrow more of a slipcase. Oh, I hate that. And Grifters, which was a favorite film of mine, actually, is on here as well. Oh, you own most. All right. I am envious of you, Sculder. And thanks for that, by the way, because here's the thing. I had to get something wrong in this video. And since I didn't mix up a name yet, I had to get that. So thank you, guys. Anytime you know something on a release that I don't own and you can drop some knowledge, it is... Okay, Warlock has me confused. They're solid hard boxes. So work it out between Warlock and Sculder because I do not own them. Rest in peace, Art LaFleur. The Cooler. I like that actor. I like him anyway. Where am I say? So as you can see, there's 2 releases coming right from AGFA, and for those that don't have them, are 101 Films region free. Actually, I'll look at some of mine there and see if they are. I'm guessing it's going to be a mixture of some are and some aren't. Alan, to be bluntly honest with you, I think most of mine are, but a couple of mine are kind of region locked. So you have to. It's pretty much a case by case basis when it comes to that. Now, as you can see, FX and Lady Street Fighter are coming from AGFA, and I'm pretty sure. Hey there, Arch, welcome, man. That both FX and Lady Street Fighter, aren't they out of print? Yo, Master Chaos, how's it? What do you think? I know you're a big AGFA fan. So, what do you think? AGFA's coming to 101 Films. So it's finally coming over to the UK. FX is one I missed out on, so I may have to eventually grab this one down the road because I did really like this film, and I did watch it on Arrow streaming service. Unfortunately, I do not own that one. Well, let's just see. We'll have the same features. What do we got here? So these are going to be released in January. Oh, 4K scan, archival commentary. I don't have this one. UBU short film, Beastie short film, After Effects documentary with optional commentary, linear notes. But I do have a Lady Street Fighter, so I can see if the features are the same here. I love Lady Street Fighter. How can you not love a movie, Master Chaos? And by the way, just so you know, you are so lucky. You are so lucky that Hind is out of town right now. For she would put you to task on your Lady Street Fighter comment, because that's one that we watched together. Oh, it sucks, but it sucks in a good way. It sucks in a good way. Hey there, Antoine. Welcome, man. So, yeah. I love James Bryan films actually, and yes, a lot of them are awful, but there's a difference. Much like, and I will agree with Stephen Thor here. James Bryan movies can be insane, but here's the thing: they're insane in the best way possible. You're never going to be bored when you're watching James Bryan. Like you can wonder about like the cinematography, like the acting can be sketchy, but when you put on Lady Street Fighter with Renee Harmon in it, there's zero chance of boredom. Zero chance of boredom in that film. It's insane. You're gonna be like, why does this girl talk like she's the guy from The Room? Why does she have that voice? Why does she get into the shower, get out, have a fight, and get back into the shower again? What? Because nudity? That's why. Um, you're gonna wonder a lot of things, but you're never gonna be bored. And the one thing I will say for me, you can be a bad movie, you can be a good movie, you can be a sucky movie. Don't bore me. Like you do not bore me. You can be a wonderful Academy Award nominated winning movie. Hello, Forrest Gump. And if you bore me, I'm sorry. I am so out of there. And you can put in all the beautiful shots and cinematography that you want. Boredom is the one thing you don't want to give your audience. Master Chaos, you put me on Epic Grant. I like that. I have not seen Jungle Trap, so I don't know on that one. But this one I do know on. This one I've seen several times actually. Lady Street Fighter. Did you watch this one yet?
I think we watched it together, didn't we?
Oh yeah, I think so. The one with the it's insane. We haven't watched the sequel yet though. But yes, recommend both of these films. No, 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 no. Sister Street Fighter as a martial artist, Matt, it's a real martial artist, and that is something you're never going to accuse Renee Harmon of being. You're also not going to accuse her of being an actress, like not a real actress. However, she taught acting. Like that's what literally. I'm not joking. She taught acting. So when I got to watch Hell Riders, my least favorite of the VSA release, by the way, and Renee Harmon's in it for only a few minutes, then I was like, "There's not enough Renee Harmon," and then like all these actors kind of suck. Like, why do these actors suck so bad? And then I found out afterwards, while I was watching the special features, that a lot of them are Renee Harmon's acting class, and I'm like, oh, they're like a level down from Renee Harmon, and not in a good way. So that's the thing. Anyway, there you go. that's why I talk about the. I'm very excited to see Agfa come to 1-1 Films. I'm so super stoked. George, recommend these by the way. I'm not gonna laugh. I mean, like, dude, me and my better half watched and went in like I guess we went in with real low expectations, right? For Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death, what the hell that was called, and was like, oh, we're gonna hate this. Is gonna be horrible. It's gonna be like hard to get through. And afterwards, she was like, I get it. Like she said, I get it. I get why people don't like it, but people take movies too seriously sometimes. And that was like almost that was kind of a turning point, I think, for us when we're watching films. Like people tend to take things just in themselves, just a wee bit too seriously, and just enjoy it, just enjoy it. And the person that did Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death, they took themselves a bit too seriously. But because of that, I enjoyed it. Oh yeah, she did. She sat down. We both sat down and watched it. And Hind is very picky when it comes to films. Like you can't bore Hind. If you bore Hind, she is out of there. She's like, screw this, and like, I'm not there. But it's the thing, I think it comes down to this. This is going to seem. I'm not sure if is this going to seem obnoxious. I don't know. I'm going to say it anyway because this is me. I'm what's it called my hot takes. My hot take tonight. is that I don't think I a boring movie, that I can't forgive. But everybody got their own opinion on certain films. Like people like are ride or die with certain movies. I get that. But sometimes I just think, people don't like don't get it or don't take it for what it is. Like Dr. Jekyll was a vanity project with a bunch of local a martial artist club shot in somebody's house, and with the guy that literally he could not chew the scenery anymore if he actually got up, walked across the room, and started chewing on the curtains. Like he couldn't chew the scenery any more than that, and that was amazing to watch because as an actor, and I still consider myself an actor, even though I didn't kind of go into that field. That's what I was trained for. Um, I get what he was going for. It didn't succeed, but it was hilarious to watch. I think people like going to this one a lot and say, "We know it's so boring." I'm like, really? Like you can watch him like spout off like these like diatribes of utter insanity and be bored with that. I mean, like, come on. Um, it's some cool stuff. That's like when we watch certain films where like we sign out, like we kind of like check out. We're like we'll watch them because him will never stop watching movies till it's over. But and that's painful sometimes because we'll start watching like really some really tragic movies. But she's like, nope, we're gonna watch it to the end because she likes to give everything a chance. But if she doesn't like it, that's it. She's blunt. Hind is very blunt with that stuff. Hey there, Chris. And by the way, I gotta listen to that commentary because I also hated Sex of the Witch. So I am Kat Ellinger. If anybody can change my mind on Sex of the Witch, it'll be Kat Ellinger. She is so good when it comes to commentaries. She does the Dodge Darkness commentary, her and Sam Deegan, and amazing stuff. But we had a sex. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. Like we had some painful getting through. Yo, Logan, welcome, man. We had some painful getting through Sex of the Witch. Like we got to like, and this is me. What one? This is me, and I like my nude scenes. I do. I anytime I watch like a slasher film, for instance, and to go like nudity free. A lot of times I'm like, you've betrayed me, slasher film. Uh, nudity is needed in those films. But I'm watching Sex of the Witch, and I'm like, oh my god, can we just get all these extra nude scenes over with so it can be shorter? Just can we do that? Can we please do that? Um, but yeah, I will definitely listen to the commentary because I'm sure like she can expand my brain on that film because she is really freaking good with that type of stuff. I have not gotten to see Tragic Summer in Madeline yet. And we've been watching a lot of the Umbrella films. We watched a lot of the Mill Creek stuff. It's not like this. You'd be surprised, man. Yeah, Cat like anytime like these are names you look for. You look for Kat Ellinger, Rachel Nesbitt, Sam Deegan, Heather Drain. You have to hear though. Look forward to being on your channel there next week. By the way, next Sunday, after we see Master Chaos is so lucky because every time there's a sale, like a patron goes in and like gives them enough money for the sale, and every time there's a sale for me, there's Aaron doesn't buy anything. Thank you, Master Chaos. Have a great night, man. It's always a pleasure having you on here. I was actually going to ask you to come on here, but I'm glad I did now. You'll know for a few minutes. Well, if Transgressive Bats wants me to hate the film, mission succeeded. I gotta watch the rest of that box set actually. For those that hit the like button, thank you so much. For the one person that hit the dislike button, by the way, thanks a lot because you also give me likes too. Nobody else can see it, by the way, because nowadays you don't see the dislike stuff anymore. Oh, does that hurt? Some people were really upset about that. Like the dislike button was going away. on like YouTube. They're like, how am I supposed to know if I like a video or if I'm going to like a video or not? If there's no dislike button, fucking watch the video. If you don't like it, don't watch another one of those videos. There you go. That's your answer. Only one reason. There's only one reason to be upset that the dislike button goes away, and the reason for that is because you can't troll so much. You can't, oh man, I can't troll as much. Contraband, Lucio Fulci, such good stuff, man. All right, now let's look at imprint. Let's go over to imprint stuff. Very different films. We're gonna dive in imprint, like just dive right in there. Yeah, like people are like, we're getting upset. And it's like, how am I supposed to know what videos I like? You have a mind. You can watch it. You can say, well, this isn't for me. Like that's it. Like people that don't like my videos rarely come in and watch them again. So that's okay. There's yeah. So it's a comedy February for imprint films, and we got some cool stuff here. We have the Jerry Lewis at Columbia box set. It should be. I mean, I was looking forward to the last Ghostbusters. I was really hoping it was going to be good, but it was just okay. They had the right actresses, but they had a horrible script. That script sucked ass. So depends if the script's good. Yo, Dennis, welcome, man. So we got the Odd Couple collection. So it's going to be Odd Couple 1 and Odd Couple 2. And there will be a bonus disc, which will have 10 episodes of the Odd Couple series on here as well. We also have the return of the Pink Panther, which is pretty much stands out from the other Pink Panther films. About Afterlife. Are you talking about a game, or is it basically as in the afterlife itself? Oh, the Ghostbusters. Oh, I just mentioned it. There's somebody asked me if that was going to be good. I said I haven't seen it yet, so I don't really know. It depends on the scripting, really, when it comes to that type of stuff. They got good actors for it, so. Bad News Bears Breaking Training is here, and we get the Out of Towners with Jack Lemmon, of course, and Sandy Dennis. So really good comedy releases here coming from imprint films in February. Is there anyone here that like you're super stoked about that you want to pick up? There was a Pink Panther set on Blu-ray. The Solemn disc is awesome, man. But I think it was missing Return of the Pink Panther because that one was done by a different company. There's different rights issues for one. When you buy the Pink Panther set, there's always one missing. Hey, Matt. My voice just cracked. I think I just went to puberty again. I'm not sure it's on the Jerry Lewis collection. Because it likes me some Jerry Lewis stuff. What the fuck am I saying tonight? Let's look for Jerry Lewis. Let's spell Jerry Lewis right. See if it comes up. Come on. Jerry Lewis at Columbia. All right, it's a 2-disc set. And we got the Big Mouth. And we also have Hook, Line, and Sinker. And for some reason, a picture that looks like it's from the Nutty Professor. So that's a thing. Classic Flicks. I'll check them out after, man. Thank you. Kevin Smith got extras on Bad News Bears. That's pretty epic. I love Kevin Smith. I just rewatched Clerks actually around a week ago. Freaking love that film. Hey, nice lady. I can't do a Jerry Lewis. The best Jerry Lewis impression, still Andrew Dice Clay. His entire character of the Dice Man is based on like the whole the Nutty Professor. So people don't realize that often. They think that like Andrew Dice Clay and the Dice Man character, that's who he is. But no, like when he's he was doing a take on the was it Buddy Love or something? That character is, the character from Ned Professor. Like the smooth one. When he turns cool. Well, cool, quote unquote. That's what he's doing at the time. But this is cool. I like this. This is kind of look for some bad news bears. At 107. Man, I gotta get an imprint release one of these days. I'm gonna one of these days I'll like save some money, break the bank, rob a liquor store, something like that. No, not a liquor. I don't understand. I mean, like, there's that kind of like that trope of like robbing the liquor store. And I can't imagine there being like a place where there's probably like less like money on hand than like maybe a liquor store, like other than like a gas station. So what do we got on here? We get the first sequel to the highly successful Bad News Bears from 1976, a audio commentary by Scott Harrison, and Chris Barnes returns to his role as the foul-mouthed Tanner Boyle. So obviously this is not the same Chris Barnes that was in Spider-Man, because that would be a different Christopher Barnes, because that Christopher Barnes is him and Paul Souls are stuck in my head for life every time I read the Spider-Man comic book. What else have we got here? Let us look for the Odd Couple release. I'm pretty sure it's 10 episodes. I did the Odd Couple on stage, actually, when I was in high school. And the way we did it is we did like four, I think it was 4 nights, 4 shows. And I would be Felix in one and Oscar in the other. Like we would like kind of switch back and forth. And I still like it still sticks with me because I remember like the FU thing when he's really upset with like when Oscar's really upset with Felix because Felix is putting notes all over the place, like these post-it notes, and he's the lines of out of milk, FU, FU. Took me a week before I figured out that FU meant Felix Unger. I used to love that. It was awesome. But we got some great stuff features on here. Looks like we got audio commentary on on each of the films, 10 episodes, another audio commentary there on the TV series, some audio introductions. We got a bunch of featurettes here as well for most of the interviews. A documentary on Jack Lemmon, a documentary on Walter Matthau. By the way, Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, 2 extremely underrated actors. Oh, thank you, Ryan. Actually, we really enjoyed Nothing Underneath, and I agree with you. I do find it hard. Like it really skirts on on whether to call it Giallo or not. So I prefer to kind of call it Giallo adjacent, same as like other films. I think okay, they're not really slasher, but they're kind of slasher adjacent type things. Yeah, it's expensive. I mean, but they put in some awesome stuff. But there's a ton of stuff here. I like the music and effects tracks there, which only interesting. Of course, he did the Grumpy Old Man movies later on, which I think are actually really cool. So these are some excellent releases. What else we got here? The Out of Towners is here. Return to Pink Panther. Let's see what they have for that one. And the pick. You got me in high school. I was so scrawny. Return the pick. Back. No risk is too daring. No caper is too exotic. No crime is too dangerous. Audio commentary with Jason Simos of the Peter Sellers Appreciation Society, and the return of Laughter vintage featurette. Dad jokes are always appreciated on the channel. that is my forte. And how much is the February like altogether? Like these are like 34 or whatever. They're different prices. So the imprint February bundle is $180 and it's already sold out. Oh, no, it's February of last year. I meant 2022. Come on, imprint. I'm getting my years wrong. Look at that. Not here yet. Or I spelled February wrong, which I probably did. Spelling. My nemesis. There we go. I totally got that on my own, and I did not use the autocorrect thing. $240. Holy shit, that's a lot of money. So you get the Jerry Lewis of Columbia set, the Big Mouth and Hook, Line, and Sinker, the Odd Couple 3-disc set, Return the Pink Panther, Bad News Bears in Breaking Training. It wouldn't go. Like, that's my car one. And the Out of Towners, which again is another cool little release with Jack Lemmon. So it is a light kind of nice little same as the December bundle. So if you can afford it, I mean, like 240, it's Australian money, right? So what is the I'm going to XC currency this right now and see where it's at, because XC currency always gets this wrong, but I'm going to see. So we'll go to Australia. Oh man, I'll look at Australia actually, and we'll go 240, and that's 219.51 Canadian. Other Canadian dollar kind of like went down, and the Australian dollar went up. Plus shipping. So yeah, it's going to come out roughly the same Canadian, isn't it? Even once you fix it over, I don't know what krona is. Like, I know what it is, but I don't know how how it works compared to like the dollar. But I'm still learning with the dirhams. So there you go. Shipping is hard. I mean, like, not only that, but aside from shipping, like I work with a company called Umbrella over in Australia. They're fantastic. They're really good. But I pay for I say, well, you get movies for free to review. And like, yeah, no, because I get hit with like the every time with customs every freaking time. This time, last time was $50. I'm nervous about it hitting here this time. Now, the last one was 8 movies. This one's only 4, so it shouldn't be too bad. It's only money. It's easy for you, dude. That's it. Just money. Just the thing that we can use, to live and pay rent and eat and and do stuff and buy things. If it's only money, Scoter, feel free to send your money this way because I would appreciate it. I know I don't have any Bad News Bears. Yes, I do. I got the original film on DVD. Jodie Foster's not, wasn't she?
Which one?
First one. Or she in the TV series?
First one.
Bad News Bears.
So.
All right. So by the way, so both of the sites are down now already. So this is the Severance site right now. This is what you see for Severin, and this is what you see for Vinegar Syndrome. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Bay Street Videos is like, they're not a chain. Like, they're a single operation. So obviously it's going to cost more for them to get some of that stuff in. But in all that being said, like, I do want an imprint release. So if I'm in Ontario, I would go to Bay Street Video. I would buy one from them for $70 because I want to support places like that. And they were extremely nice to me. Like, well, I got to say, when I went, I spent like, at the time, I spent over $1,000 there. So yes, that probably helped in the niceness, but no, they're a really nice company. They didn't know what I was going to spend. when I went in that door. I like seeing them show up on Amazon CA. Nice. I never order from Amazon US. I don't trust them getting hit with the shipping, and I don't do deep discount. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm pretty done with Unobstructed. Unless somebody else was to take it over and like really like revamp it. Kind of done with that. Will Tomb Vinegar Syndrome titles referred to in the Vincent page be included in our subs? Yes, they will actually, Ryan. There are a total of 5 titles that are going to be coming from Vinegar Syndrome for your in your subscription, so that you're not going to have to pay for those. The only ones that you're going to have to pay for of the new stuff that's coming out will be anything that's outside of the range. So pretty much the VSAs, you have to pay for VSAs, or if you want to buy any of the VSPs, you have to pay for those as well. There's no VSU coming this year. It's only the VSP. So like Sensor, of course, wouldn't be in there, and neither would like, of course, Asardia, New York Ninja. But so you're going to be getting the. I actually mentioned it on here. I'm actually fine with it. I mean, it's $15, and it's not. It was for me. It was never about the money or anything like that, or it was 100% about like the acknowledgement and having at least something done. Yeah, I'm very pleased with the response. Very, very pleased. Props to Vinegar Syndrome. 100% okay with it. And if I wasn't moving, I probably would like consider if I had enough money. Enjoy Battlefield, man. Hopefully you have a great evening with it. If I would definitely consider like resubbing at this point. If it was a year-long sub, I don't think I'd ever do like a half sub again, but I would do a year sub if I could afford it. Now, Flesh for Frankenstein is not a VSU. It's a regular 4K release. Now, it's going to be definitely more pimped out than your regular 4K release from Vinegar Syndrome. There's no more VSUs until next year, Matt. But Tatum O'Neal, that's what I was thinking of. She was at, so Jodie Foster, was she in like the TV series? Though?
No, I think she was in the experience. Though I sort of think I know what you're talking about. What she might be in.
Yeah, they handled it really well. I am moving eventually. I was supposed to move last year, Jody, to Morocco, actually, because I got work over there, and I'll be this year will be more serious. I'm not quite sure if I've been going back and forth on if I'm going to keep up the channel at the rate that I'm going, or I'm going to be doing occasional videos, more podcasts, and more Patreon. Because for me, it has to be the way that at the end of the day, no, I won't be selling much in my collection. Like I'll be definitely like porting it over to Morocco, but I'll be buying a lot less now than I would be normally. But yeah, like this, like people say, well, this is fan. I love doing this, but it is still partially. This is work. Like I get off work and I do this is I enjoy it, but it's work that I enjoy, but it's still work. So I've been trying to actually make this viable, and over the last year or so I've been kind of like slowly going into it. I kind of been baby stepping into it, and I really think that I have to dive in and to do it right, to like look at like the follow-up, to update the merch store, to put more onto the Patreon, to do more reviews outside, to eventually kind of like get a website where I can podcast that as well. No true completion sub for next year, though. With all the sub labels, you do get the VSAU and Peakorama 50% off with coupons though. Thank you, Josephine. I appreciate that. I mean, like I've been a bit, and you haven't seen me on here as much like recently, and the thing is that I had a lot of stuff going on. Like you guys know that. Like I was blatantly honest with you guys when it came to that. Which is the Cathode Ray one? Was that an earlier one that I did? Like I did one of the. I think I did like a very early one. But that was more like kind of just kind of a pilot thing. I'm doing like a cult of podcast, and I did one with my cousin Roger. Probably doing more than one actually. Uh, but oh, Rookie of the Year. Okay, yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah, that's one thing. After school specials, I love those. Yeah, it's pretty much Ontario and Vancouver. We have two Hollywoods actually. It's Ontario and Vancouver, um, because basically that's where all the everything shot. Like we have some stuff shot in in Halifax. We got a lot of stuff. If you watch any, oh no, we haven't done that in a long time. Actually, there was. I don't really want to kind of get into what like the things behind that, but needless to say, that like, not everybody. Well, it wasn't like totally bad, but I will say, uh, it made me kind of back off at the time from doing like doing collaborations. For a long time afterwards, I wouldn't. Oh no, we're thinking of like an earlier work of the year, not the newer one, the one with Jodie Foster back in the from the after school special days. There are a lot of TV shows made in Canada, especially if you're a sci-fi series. Like the all the good seasons of X Files in Vancouver, Riverdale, uh, Vancouver. A lot of the sci-fi shows you probably watched on television, Halifax and Ontario. So yeah, a lot of stuff there, and a lot of their these slasher films as well, stuff like Black Christmas. All those were all made in Ontario. And My Bloody Valentine was made around 10 minutes away from where I live right now, the original one. Oh, you definitely get a lot of experience there. Yeah, well, that's right. So initially, a few years back, I had started to write a book on exploitation. I ended up not going through with it, but yeah, the conversion rate for the American dollar, the tax benefits that we gave here, and we still do actually. But like what we really gave, especially during the kind of the whole exploitation era, was the reason you would see so many exploitation films made here in Canada. And yeah, there's a lot of like pretty much all the funny comedians, all the really funny comedians that you watch on in films, like the Jim Carreys and stuff. They're all Canadian too. So my proud Canadian side showing out there. Somebody said that they heard like us on my job a few days ago. They said they knew I was Canadian because I said a boot. So apparently I did. SCTV was a bomb, man. I loved SCTV events, man. That just rocked it. When I was growing up, when I wanted to act, SCTV, that was SCTV and Doctor Who. Those are my goal shows to get on, to be a part of, to do something with. I liked SNL. I actually dug watching that, but SCTV was just at this other level of like of comedy, another level of genius that that no other kind of like skit shows at the time could even come close to. Now later on, you got stuff like Kids in the Hall that really kind of like push the boundaries with that type of stuff. And if you're in Atlantic Canada, I would say like stuff like Codco for sure, and WGB Wonderful Grand Band definitely push boundaries at the time, especially the skit about the was it the overly polite priest?
No.
Remember that one? I got to get the chance to do that. That ice, nope. Just the opposite, actually. But I got picked on a lot, which almost got me out of here. But I think we found us a troll, by the way, guys. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Hey there, Dungeon. You think we've come across a troll? That's not who they're pretending to be. I do. I do so much. I am going to guess you. I got a feeling it was you because nobody else would like mention that except you. What? Ah, so rare. There we go. We have gotten rid of them. No, not you. Dungeon. Somebody came on and started like to ask stuff about like years ago, and I'm thinking, who the hell would like even like know years ago? I'm like, one of the people that I was involved with years ago, sketchy people. There's has a frightened sign. That is so. I'm excited about that actually. Um, I don't know if I'll be able to get that right away. Um, but I used to freaking love that when I was a kid. Um, we grew up. I grew up with that. Like you did too. We come on like in early in the mornings. We get like Hilarious Frankenstein, Wizard of Oz, Rocket Robin Hood, and the 1960s Spider-Man series. That would be pretty much be the lineup on NTV. He's always got to be. Always got to be somebody. Somebody's got to come and try and like bring down the house or kind of not be as fun. They'll probably come in with another like name because that's the way it happens. It is. It's like I wish I had that much time in my life, like to like be like, you know what? I just want to go and crap on people. Like I'm gonna troll. Troll. It's so cool. Oh, did they really? I actually watched Tubi the other day, Warlock, and I was fairly impressed with what I saw. Like I'm not a Tubi person, but I watched a documentary because I actually had bought the documentary, but I didn't. I was in my other Apple account, and I would have had to sign out of my iPad and then sign to another iPad and then download it again. So I was like, shaggy. I'll just see if it's on any streaming service. And it was Lost Heroes actually, the Canadian like documentary. Which one? Who put it? Revenge in the House of Usher. Ben 10, Danny Phantom, Generator Rex, Clone Wars. Oh, they're definitely after my time. Or trolling is rude. I mean, like this. I know you did, but at the end of the day, it's okay for people to have different opinions. Just it's not okay to like really get on like and troll other people and be mean. I don't do that to other people. I don't like that being done to me. And it's I kind of leave like any type of my thoughts on when it comes to like other things and politics and all that at the door and just let's have fun. Let's talk movies. Redemption at Usher. Yeah, I definitely don't have that one. Um, I told you. I told you that they didn't have any time on their hands. Not as many as you. Holy crap, Cobra. Franco Films, 50. No, not even close to that. Like that's awesome. I wish. Yeah, like most of us are too busy actually living life. Like, let's be honest. Like, let's. I hate to take up any time with the trolling thing, but like, let's be honest. Most of us have lives, and between like whether it's work or we're watching films or reading comic books or playing video games or collecting whatever we collect or doing what we do, whatever makes us happy. Uh, we have lives. Like that's what we do. That's the thing. They don't. 80. God, I don't know. I may have 20. I may have 20. Like in all honesty, like I may have 20. Like I'll be and I'm sure I have that. But oh yeah, it's different than this person here. This person was just being some people are just like I know who that is, by the way. So this is not like, ooh, who's this? Who's this secret troll? Who's the secret person? I know exactly who it is. Um exactly. Like I'm sure Warlock, and we've spoke before. We there's certain things we don't agree on. That's okay. Um we have fun with like on the internet. Like we talk about movies and stuff because that's what this channel is. We talk movies. I talk about comic books. Like, and yeah, we've argued. That's the thing. But the difference is that having a level of respect. I would love to delete Facebook. I would so delete Facebook in a second if it wasn't for the fact that I had so many family members and friends that are on there. And it's the only way that I talk to them. I could definitely dress up as Matt Ferrelli. I could do Matt. I have to shave. I don't have Matt Freer has a chin and I don't. So I have a lack of chin. So I have to do something there. Because he's actually got this like sharp chin, and I have no chin. I got his voice. I don't have his chin. I got his hair too, or lack thereof. But I wish I had Matt Freer's chin. I wish I had a chin. That's the thing. That's my physical feature that I would love to like improve on, an actual chin. So my beard. That's secret, guys. That's when my beard's around. That's why I do the beard thing. So okay, back to the secret titles thing. My God, oh yeah, we went off to a tangent there for a second. But I have not checked the Cauldron titles yet. Actually, I probably really should have. Like I saw announcement, but bloody hell, what the other? Road is such a good movie. What do we got coming out now? Oh yeah, Contraband. That one I did hear about. Murder in Blue World. Is that the other one? For those that don't know, Contraband is a Lucio Fulci film, and one that I truly love. So this is a phone. I have this on DVD. The guys over at Shameless put it out with a lenticular cover with the gun and then the brains blowing out the back. Enjoy Psych, man. Have a great evening. And we got Murder in Blue World here. So Contraband looks like it's getting a free magnet with bundle with supplies last. So I can see people like getting that bundle. Contraband's a really cool release. I can't remember Murder in the Blue World. I really can't. So I can't speak much on that one. I like the variant slips though. I think I would go with the black. Black slip is kind of cool. Like I think they're both cool to be honest with you. Yeah, I gotta love the Marlboro inspired magnet. That's actually kind of cool. But yeah, they're 100%. I mean, like I'm not buying anything from outside of Canada right now because I get hit too often with like with fees. But once everything gets straightened away, cars to the police is oh cool. I like the police actually. I'm a really big fan. They did not last long enough, but they kind of didn't get along, didn't like each other. I would definitely love it. Mondo Sango's new Jello music video album came out today. Did not even know about it. Okay, I'm gonna say this now, and if if anybody knows how close to being right I am, please let me know. Hey there, John, welcome, man. Um, Poliziacci, is that close? Is that even close? I'm not Italian. I don't speak the language. So Pliziacci, look it up. See if you can do that. Like, what do you call it? Right here, Mike, put down there. Oh, you know it's gonna be violent, man. It's like, nope. See, you can't just say nope. You gotta like give. You gotta give like not even close. See, that's not good. Polizoteshi. There you go. Polizoteshi. Okay. Thank you. See, Ice did not just say nope. He went out and gave me a breakdown of it. That's the way to do it. Like, don't just say no. Don't just give me no because I can't trust you until you actually give me like a phonetic breakdown. Because you know I'm going to get around. This like English speaking dude here that only speaks one language, working on French, not doing that well with it. You know I got to get around. I had the Polizio part right. Come on, give me credit. Give me half credit anyway. Give me half credit. Anyway, I like the. This is probably my favorite like announcements from Cauldron Films so far, especially Contraband. Such a cool film. Just need practice. Well, I need a lot of practice. I need a ton of practice for it. I would love to like my better half knows 4 languages, right? And that's fantastic. I would love to be like that. I grew up in like Atlantic Canada, and I sucked at it. I'm lucky I get English right. I'm good. I'm good at getting English right half the time. that's as far as I can go. All right, so let's look. From my original version. Thank you. Okay, so for Vinegar Syndrome here, there are 2 titles that we don't know. The accidentally leaked 3 of the slip covers. So I'm going to guess that 4th one is going to be the Rudy Ray Moore box set. I'm going to guess that the 4th one. So if we know that we're going to get Graduation A, fantastic. I can't remember what the other ones were now, but Graduation A was one, right? Frightmare. Thanks, Rigman. Frightmare is another one. I was not a big fan of Frightmare in the first place, so it's okay. I mean, it's not great. It's okay. I wouldn't get an upgrade to Frightmare, but that's just me, right? You might love Frightmare. That may be your favorite, like Vinegar Cinnamon. Who am I to say that? he likes some of them, Mike. But I told him, I said, like he was thinking about the subscription. Don't answer the phone. Yeah, it's actually not a bad one. I don't own that release either. And I was like, maybe don't get Vinegar Syndrome released this year. Spend it on stuff that you really like. And that's what I say with a lot of people. It's like, unless you're really 100% in, like, and you want every release, like don't. I mean, like it's fantastic if you can afford it. But I didn't enjoy it. I like and it's had nothing to do. By the way, let me verify like clarify this. It had nothing to do with vinegar syndrome and like not in enjoying it. Like it had to do with me because one, I got it at the wrong time. Like I couldn't afford it when I got it. That's like calling a spade, like black and white type thing. Um, so and I went in with like higher, like super high expectations, um, based on other years and previous things and stuff. And based on other years, if I would have really looked back and actually like really researched it, I would have said, yeah, I definitely got my money's worth. It was nice to get the movies once a month, like because it was at a point where I couldn't afford to buy movies every month. I think that's $15 coupon. Like so, it's not a huge coupon. It's enough for me to pay part of a VSA release. So if I can get, if I get some donations on my next next week, then I might be able to buy a movie. But the fact is there that they put it out there, and now I wasn't worried about whether it was going to be a $10 $15 coupon. My concern, Ragman, was that it was going to be a coupon for the next year's subscription. So a lot of it had to kind of like to do with me myself and stuff that I was going through, and I was kind of projected onto a kind of a little bit of neurosis of like, oh my god, how's this going to work out? So I didn't get to enjoy it, and thinking back on it and stuff that I got and stuff that I watched, and me and my cousin watched together here, like I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of the subscription and a lot of really cool stuff that I would not have chosen otherwise. Now that's kind of the neat thing is that there's stuff there that I wouldn't have bought that I now own, and I'm kind of glad that I own. Like I don't think I would have if I don't think I would have bought Devil's Story, and I don't think I would have bought was it Good Guys Don't Dance like initially, but the honest truth of it is I'm glad I got them both. Like there's not a Vinegar Syndrome release that's not called Cardona that I'm not glad that I got. I guess is the best way to put it. So even though there's certain ones I like, certain ones I don't like. So when it comes to like I've been asked before, asking what about the subscription? Is it worth it? Yes. Tough guys don't dance. Thank you, man. But like no going in like kind of what you're gonna get. Like put your expectations like reasonable, and know that shit happens basically. That's the best way I can put it. So would I get what if I had the money? Would I get the Vinegar Syndrome like subscription again? Yes, because Vinegar Syndrome style titles, it's my style stuff. It's the type of stuff that I enjoy. I've been kind of promoting the company since before it was cool to promote the company. Uh, but I feel, and I kind of like jumping off what Ice said there, is that I'm going to curate. I'm really going to be curating my releases uh, when it comes to like this. I'm gonna like totally going to be curating my releases. But would I recommend the Vinegar Syndrome subscription? If you're a huge Vinegar Syndrome fan and you want to try like for a year, you will get a good deal. Like you will get a good like deal on the stuff. If you're a fan of the partner labels and you want to get them for cheaper, and you know that you're going to be able to afford to buy the partner labels themselves even after you buy the subscription. Again, the subscription is going to tap you out, and you're not going to be able to buy anything else, you're going to be a little bit more disappointed. But if you can afford to do the subscription, and you think you got extra bones throughout the year to buy other releases, there's a good, like, there's a lot of stuff you can actually take advantage of. This the 50% off, like, coupons. Those are really, really good. It will save you money in the long run. But you have to, like, this. You cannot be half in there. This cannot be one where you're like, "Oh, I like some releases and I don't like others," or that's kind of an iffy release. I'd say, if you're not sure, curate. If it's something that you're 100% sure, if you've been looking at the Vinegar's cinema release, and like you've liked every one, and there's been no misses for you, then yeah, maybe you should already be subscribing because you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to save a lot of money because before I spent like a ton of money on it. But for me, I'm just going to curate from here on out because I feel that's better for me, like money wise. Um, it's just a better option for me. Now, Warlock said he's been, like, I'm guessing Warlock's probably going to for uh, go for the year subscription probably this time around. But for me, I'll probably I'll buy the October bundle, and I'll probably buy the March bundle. That's usually what I do. And if something really sticks out, then I'll get that. But yeah, like I got some Severin releases. I got like bundles where I got the bundle, and I was like, did I really need the bundle? Could I just bought a couple movies? Because there was like the Cruel Jaws. Obviously, it's not around anymore. Bundle that was done from Severin, and it came out, but so did like Primrose came with it, and Primrose wasn't exactly the greatest release. Not for me anyway. Not my style type stuff. How much do I estimate? I think some expensive this year. I think so. Like the halfway subscription was way more expensive this year than it was the year before. Like very, like extremely much more expensive. So I expect it's going to get a lot more expensive. Oh, Severin announced that the Regario Diodato bundle with the book is once again US only. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna say that this is probably because of rights issues, and that maybe Fab Press can't sell the book here in Canada, or they can't bring it over here. Because if it's the same as the Pulse video book, then that's bullshit. Actually, we're not quite sure how much. The bundle was cheaper, Gemini, when it was announced during the kind of like the flash sale that they had, but not quite sure how much the bundle is going to be when it comes up live. Now, if you're a Patreon member, we will be actually shopping together here on the Vinegar Syndrome and Severin website, both of them on next Thursday night for Black Friday. Like if Severin couldn't do anything about it, if this was like just basically like it's a rights issue to Canada, then okay. If they're going to say it's a shipping thing again, with them already kind of like dialing back on that, then fuck that. I mean, in all seriousness. See, we don't have the PayPal and 4 here in Canada. That's only United States. Because we have PayPal. Like we have PayPal here. But over in the US, there's like what's called for those that are in the US, there's like a PayPal and 4, which basically you can do like a bigger like purchase in 4 installments on PayPal, which is actually really cool. It's hard as hell if you have to cancel that. I don't normally go through I try whenever I can, Dungeon, to support the companies. Try to support Severin, try to support Vinegar Syndrome. That's I normally try to buy from companies whenever I can. Like every once in a while, I'll get the Amazon stuff. Like I'll do that when it comes on for super cheap. There was actually there used to be two one a exploitation bundle Gemini, and there was the one with the adult films, and that was completionist bundle. So you had the choice of either one. So if you didn't like adult films, you could get the exploitation bundle, which would have kind of the horror action stuff. PayPal and PayPal and 4 is very different when it comes to different companies. I my company like has we've worked with PayPal, and it's not always easiest like to do. I've had some issues with PayPal myself over the years. House on Nation Park is locked. Non-active account fee. So basically, if your account's not active, there's a fee just to keep your PayPal account. Well, I'll tell you one thing. My account is active, so I guess I'm not gonna have. I guess I'm gonna have to pay for that fee. No, I don't. Like, if you ever see, Gemini, if you really want to see like something that's all the releases that Vinegar Syndrome put out, there's a guy in here called the Disconnected, and he's going to be on next week on the channel. He has every release of Vinegar Syndrome put out, like every single release. I got, I've got a fraction of what he has. And if there's ever anybody that ain't me that I'm going to say, okay, look at their Vinegar Syndrome stuff, it's probably going to be gonna be him. Master Cash is really good too. Does a lot of good stuff with that. Just the discs as well. There's not as much adult stuff like here when you really think about the Vinegar Syndrome did. I think I got one Sub Rosa Studios disc. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so we're gonna do what we did last year, uh, or well, last time. So what we're gonna do is we'll be doing a pre-show where we talk about the Vinegar Syndrome, we talk about Severin, give our recommendations, give our thoughts, give our guesses and stuff like that. Then around an hour before, we'll take around 15 minutes, and we'll come back and we'll go into our Patreon channel, to my Patreon channel, and we would do a live patron show, which was what tonight was going to be, was a live patron show, but I decided to do something a little bit different because I wanted it to be I wanted to do like save my patron thing for next week. No, Twilight Time is still around. It's the company, like Twilight Time's like they ended, but then they were bought out by the company that used to Screen Archives, by the company that used to basically kind of just host their stuff. They now own Twilight Time, so there's still new releases coming out. Hey, Andy fan, and welcome, man. I don't think it's much as not slowing down as they're going to have to really figure where they want to take it from here, because there are a lot of like different releases that they put out, and if you've looked at like some of the releases recently, Indy, like Phantasm double feature, a good double feature by the way, uh, but that should never have been a Picorama release. That wasn't an adult title, uh, like not remotely. It's not an adult title, so it should have been a regular release. And I'm not quite sure if it became an adult peak RAM release just because you didn't have enough peak RAM releases this year. Maybe something got lost. Well, what he means, I think, is there's not as much coming out. Like we got less, of the adult titles coming out. Oh yeah, like Twilight Time were bought by Screen Archives, and they were bought by them before they actually went out of business. But there was a wait date that they had to do before they could actually put some stuff out again. Supposed to be the final peak grammar for the year will be included in January. That's not going to be good for anybody that like had their subscription ending like at the end of the year, though, is it? No, it makes sense. I mean, like the adult industry kind of pretty much puts things across. Uh, when you if you're anytime you're wondering like how or why like a new film technology has come through, like whether it be 3D or 4K or anything like that, or Blu-ray. A lot of that has been pretty much like the adult industry kind of pushes it forward. You got a kind of imagine from Severin, but the disc at the end says Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar Syndrome initially, and they still are they're a company that does like they remaster. So they have the equipment to do that. So what happens is that like you'll see some of the stuff that Severance put out will have Vinegar Syndrome's name on it because Vinegar Syndrome has remastered it. That's really cool. So you got so they're going to send it to you regardless for free. That's fantastic. Like I said before, they did good. They did good by they did good by me this year. Uh, I don't care what the other two releases are that are coming in. It could be the Ebola Center. As much as I don't want it to be the Ebola Center, it could be, and it could be. There could be another one alongside it that I actually like. But with Trauma, Creature, and Flesh for Frankenstein, the rest of it is it's just I know a little bit. There's always somebody that knows more. That's the thing. I haven't seen the email yet. My better half is gone away on on convention, so on a conference. So basically, she has been in town, and she gets all the emails, and she usually sends them my way, but she doesn't have the time. I expect some big movies to come out from. I haven't got it yet. I got to see. It's mine. See if she sent it to me. Nope. Nope. Can you check my iPad there? Check see if I got any new email.
Let's see. Sent email, Twitter. That's it.
What?
Just Twitter.
Let's see. I'm a Twitter machine. It freaks me when I get those things like, oh, this is exactly what I needed. Like comes up on there, and it's just like some spam porn like thing. Oh, I hate that. I don't think we're gonna get to Tom Hanks up there. Oh my god! I went to say could, and somehow I said could CB Isles. CB Isles. I better have like with her friend, so hopefully she'll see it and like, be able to just like get time to do it out. Oh, that's what they have every time Vinegar Syndrome like pretty much whenever they put their website down until this new sale comes out. This is the picture that they use. At the time, the picture was a hint for one of the releases, I think. It depends. I don't think that's where Vinegar Syndrome is going to go with their stuff. I mean, like, I think Tom Hanks box. I think you're going to see more like Severin will go more towards that. Now that being said, yeah, you can usually add more than one coupon. I did it before because I had like a couple like one of my viewers just last time around gave me a couple gift certificates. So that I was able to use both of them on there. Tom Hanks box set. That would be a Vinegar Syndrome release that my cousin Raj would buy. Oh yeah, we had not only do we have adult films here in Canada, Josephine, but especially yeah, adult does like theaters, especially if you live in Ontario. It's not later than usual. Just it seems longer, man. It seems longer. Um, but I'll be honest, this year's going quick. But we'd also get sometimes we'd accidentally get like adult films at regular theaters. So there's a theater. It's no longer in Corner Brook, but it was a Majestic theater. So I was in the Bourne at this point. I remember my dad said he went to the theater in Majestic to see a movie. That was like a horror movie, an actual movie. It was called Hard Gore. So that was going to be a gory film, right? And it was definitely a gory film of sorts, but it was like a really, really hardcore, like pornographic film. Uh, and yeah, this was at a regular theater, not like at a so your local community theater. They didn't know what it was. So it's kind of neat to think about. There was a time when, like, regular couples would go to see whatever, like the adult movie was at the time, to go and see like a Deep Throat or uh, one of the Damianos or something like that. And basically, just be like a regular thing. They go to the theater and they watch that. It's fascinating when you think about the time. I think if I ever wrote a book, like I'd definitely do on that, because I'm fascinated with that time period where you could be making a movie and get arrested for it. Hardcore is insane. I actually eventually got to see it, and not gonna lie, I regret it. So- but the one thing I was going to show before I left, Montreal. It's not surprising, Montreal. Montreal is kind of like Montreal's the Europe of Canada. That's what it is. Montreal's the Europe of Canada. Montreal. I love Montreal. I used to spend a lot of time in Montreal. I really enjoyed it there. Let's go back to time seeing adult film in theaters. What would it be? Oh God, I don't know. I mean, like, because there are some really good classic stuff. Yeah, actually did. Massacre Video actually did an Hardcore yesterday. Oh, classic flicks. Thank you, dude. I am so behind the times. Remind me, man. We got a sale here from Classic Flicks. Let's check them out. Only the classics. Winter blowout sale. So I want to see what we got here. Come on. Depending on the size, I'm not going to go through the whole thing because I'm going to guess it's probably going to be 62 titles. Not too bad. So stuff I can recommend here. Anything Marx Brothers for sure. Africa Costello, Africa Screams is not my favorite. Now I will watch anything Betty Davis. There's a lot of good. Well, the only I'd say then Real Logan. You might want to stick away from maybe the one that the Parker Stevens, not Parker Stevens, yeah, that the guy from Simon and Simon did. That's pretty much the only one you really got to stick away from. Hey, the Razor, welcome, man. Are you serious? I can't get that at all. I'm against some musket. Like, I went to the app, the Ringer Center app, because I got it on my phone. Some people say like things are sneaking through. But I can't see how they are. Because all I'm getting is the regular page. Like, I was able to put like one of the. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Body bags is fun. Yeah, I think you'll have fun with body bags. You're not gonna nothing to Parker Jameson. Thank you, man. That's what I'm thinking about. You're not gonna have any problems with body bags when it comes to that. They're still horror movies, and like a lot of people that I know that are Christian or Muslim or Catholic or Hindu, whatever, can watch horror films. They're just like there may be certain things that religion wise are not may not work for them. But I think Carpenter is pretty good that way. I don't think anything's going to really affect too many people. That's as far as I can go when it comes to religion and stuff like that, because I don't do I don't attack that stuff. Not because I don't. It's just that everybody's comfortable with it. If you are, that's fantastic. We got a Black Beauty collection here. Blondie. Oh, Blondie. You know, I haven't seen much of the Blondie stuff. I saw like a few episodes like years ago. Remember when they had those like really like kind of cheap releases? You'd be able to get them at like Dominion, like the Superstore. They have like the big bins of stuff, and like they had some Blondie stuff there. I got the theme song, the Simon stuck in my head right now. I was like, got some Steamliners collection, Crime of Passion. I like Barbara Stanwyck. Anything Barbara Stanwyck for me. Like she is just. They use like an older term since this is on the classic flicks. She's the bee's knees. So, He Walked by Night is a great release too. I love this film. Richard Basehart, Scott Brady. Definitely a recommendation there for me on that one. Is that the cartoon? Is It's About Time the cartoon one, dude? Or is that am I thinking of something else? The series. It's about time. It's about space. About two men in the strangest place. I'm probably thinking something else. Yes, I'm totally thinking something else. I've not seen Pizza Kid. So
Live action series.
yeah, I know. I was thinking something else. Film noir, John Alton film noir collection. That's actually pretty cool. You can buy it in DVD and Blu-ray. So I know that Alan on here doesn't buys DVD. So Alan, there's a lot of stuff here on DVD. Got some Little Rascal stuff here. Loose Hangs Loose. I used to have that one actually. It is weird, but I like the score for $100,000 Desires. It's an odd film, but it's almost hypnotizing. He-Man is here. You Only Live Twice. Henry Fonda, because Tomorrow's Forever. And Zenobia. So not a lot, but enough there to actually look at. So we got this, we have this, and I think Umbrella had a sale too. I got to check because I'm pretty sure they did. I'm not sure if this. I could be wrong. They're putting Bergman on it. Like I had the Bergman stuff, but it's okay with me. So the Larry Clark, is that the Larry Clark one? The kids. I hope that's on my list. I don't think I got this one. Well, I haven't had anything come from Umbrella this month, actually. Like as in like any emails. But November was the last one I got. I'm not quite sure which of these. I would assume that the Sunburnt Screen ones releases hopefully will be on my list, as well as the Sensual Cinema and Exploitation stuff, because that's what usually is on my list when it comes to their releases. I thought there was a sale going on. Like I do apologize. What's this World Sales? It's World Rights catalog. So, but they've been putting out some really great stuff recently. Both me and my cousin watching the Umbrella releases together, and I don't think we've had a bad release yet that we've watched out of the Umbrella stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, because like there was some maybe JB Hi-Fi, maybe Warlock. Let's check that out. Because Yeah, it's important to know, like, when it comes to that, like, some are not gonna be region, hot deals and sales. Come on, JB Hi-Fi, give me. I wish we had a JB Hi-Fi here, but that's an Australian one. Possession was such a good release. You know what? Desperately need some earbuds. Should I get hot deals and offers, I guess? So we got here. So movies are 2 for 40, 4K Ultra HD, $15, 4K Ultra HD. Blu-rays are $10. Let's just like look under Umbrella. I think we'll go with some different stuff here. We'll look under Umbrella Entertainment. The Blue Hell. None of these are Umbrella releases. Nothing here. I'm going to look at imprint titles too. See, I got imprint titles come up right away. And some of these boxes are expensive. How is it? Is this unplugged? Can't be unplugged. Shit, this is- Computer cannot last very long unplugged. You know, Nummy is kind of fun. I like that actually. I really enjoyed the Umbrella release of Showgirls. That was really fun. This is my cousin's first time actually seeing Showgirls, which is kind of cool to be able to show him. I love that Space 1999 one. It's Let's Scare Jessica to Death, but it's too pricey. $159 Space 1999. 29 for Jessica. Let's Scare Jessica to Death isn't bad though. Those are Australian prices, Luke, man. That's actually a good question. I don't think Noir November has caught on enough yet, Josephine. Unfortunately, I wish it had. It has among like the kind of the movie community, but it hasn't caught on enough just outside of that to kind of like to push noir releases. The Harry Palmer looks cool, and 84 is not bad for that actually. Because there's 3 films, right? And they do big sets. I gotta say that. They do like big sets with like some massive stuff in there. Only 74 in New Zealand. You're New Zealand. Of course you get cheaper, man. As you should. Why can't I get Umbrella up here? Oh my mother, son of a! How in the blue hell am I getting home theater projectors? I would definitely check it out. Verhoeven. I'm putting on Umbrella Films. Although it's Umbrella Jam, let's put on Umbrella Films. Maybe get some different. Oh my! What? Still doesn't. Yeah, they put out a good Hammer horror set here too. I'm just going to choose. Like, pick one of their releases. So I'll pick Exploitation. That's a really good thing. And only one shows up. What the hell? No, if you don't know Not Quite Hollywood, get the Blu-ray to this one, by the way, because it's really freaking good. Oh, there is a sale. Thank you. What am I missing on here? Because I thought there was a sale. I pretty much
It's a road sale.
shop umbrella. Let's go to shop umbrella. Go to shop now. By the way, the new Slumber Party Massacre film. Really pretty baller, actually. Early Black Friday. There we go. Thank you, by the way. Early Black Friday sales. So let's see here, because I do own a few of the releases, so I can actually give you recommendations on some of these here. I like Nothing Underneath. Too Beautiful to Die was okay. Like I thought it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was watchable. I'll probably watch it again. But Nothing Underneath was definitely like the gem out of that collection. So Slither, I can definitely recommend that one. Slither's fun, but it's really cool. But like I love the case on this one. Stone, I didn't get stoned. Why didn't I get stoned? They didn't send me stoned, unfortunately. But because that was during the time that week that you couldn't send anything to North America. I need to get by this one actually myself because I do love this film. It's a biker film. Definitely high recommendation on Stone. A Wind Rider's fun. I mean, I like it. It's Nicole Kidman, and it's like get to see a little bit of Nicole Kidman in there. Not quite Hollywood. 100%, 100 million percent. I recommend that one. It's one of my favorite documentaries. Dark Age, such a good film. I still need to buy Dark Age. I don't own this one yet. Hostage is a really cool one. BMX Bandits, I like that when I was younger. The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover was the first Beyond Genre release that I picked up, and it's not for everybody. I'll be honest with you, but if you're into that style, like definitely go for it. If it's not for you, I totally get it, man. Joy and Delirium, 1,000,000%. Still waiting to get some of those. Bad by Bubba, I haven't seen that. Adventures of Barry McKenzie. You got to have a very specific sense of humor for the Adventures of Barry McKenzie. We have our Thanksgiving on a different day, actually, than you guys do in the U.S. Yeah, we already had ours. But it is like, the one that plays Dayman is on it. But Barry McKenzie is very Australian. The humor in Barry McKenzie is very Australian. And it's very crass, too. So if you like that crass style humor, if you don't mind something along the lines of, can I do it till I need glasses? Or if you don't stop it, you go blind type of thing, then, that you maybe it's more of that style humor. And I know I probably just said two films that a lot of you guys are probably too young to know, but still. Dude's podcast. I haven't seen Dude's podcast. Send him over to the channel, Indy. Because if somebody's talking with Zapped and Kuro and Deadly Friend, then yeah, that interests me. The Fred F. Sears one was cool. The Giant Clown, the Werewolf, because I know there's an expensive box set that came out from Arrow Films, but if you just want the films, it's a cool way to go with it. Mad Dog Morgan was good. Psycho Gorman's a really cool release. The Dune collection, by the way, this is the TV films for that did a Dune, and I really like those. Elvin Rise Again, another exploitation classic, but you gotta like your exploitation. For those films. Actually, we watched part one last night. Which one did we watch last night? Part one. Can I do it? 10 glasses. But do we watch how can I do it 10 glasses, or if you don't stop, you go blind?
Okay. Can you do it 10 glasses?
Yeah. Okay, Dungeon. If you remember them, then here you go. What did the doctor say? Doctor say you're going to die, Kimosabe. There you go. Thanks, Josephine. Have a great evening there. Enjoy your reading. I always enjoy reading. Felicity, really good movie, by the way. I got this in Severin. This comes with an extra film, Center Spread, which is kind of cool. The Severin release comes with 2 extra documentary films, kind of mono films. Dingo, I thought for sure I ordered Dingo, but I didn't get it. Like, there's a ton of stuff here. Sunday Too Far Away is cool. Paprika. Side Racers, if you like really cheesy, bad stuff. Wake and Fright is amazing. We the Never Nevers are really good. Uh, that's one. Unfortunately, I missed out on. I got to buy this one eventually. I want to get all the like. In all honesty, Sunbird screens for me. This is the diamond. This is the diamond in the rough of their sub labels right now. Because every single time I would go into a Sunbird screen film release, I'm not quite sure what it's going to be like, and sometimes it's like genres I'm kind of iffy on, but everyone's been good. Barbed Wire is definitely underrated. For it is, after all, indeed, Casablanca. It really is actually. It's sort of like Casablanca. Road Games again, great release for that one right there. Looking for a One Night Stand, but not this one. One Night Stand, what I'm looking for is I don't think has been out for a long time. It's a Canadian film. It shoots first their Long Weekend. That's a classic one, of course. My good friend Jamie Blanks did the remake of Long Weekend, and not only that, but the Helen Wolf Records will do amazing work, by the way. So if you have never bought a Helen Wolf Records CD, buy one. Like one, he works his ass off, and two, he just puts there's so much love and work and sweats put into those releases. He's doing like Jamie's doing a CD soundtrack for his first Long Weekend. For sure, he's doing Long Weekend. Leap of Faith. The only way to get that on Blu-ray is right here from an Umbrella. Blackwater. Okay, Blackwater is a newer, like Killer Croc film. Oh, there is. It was done by Jamie Blanks. Unfortunately, Indy here in North America, they changed the title to something like was it Grave Secrets or something like that. It was a horrible like name change. Like Jamie really hated it. Nature's Graveyard. That's what we call it over here in North America. But he did it, and Jim Caviezel, whose name I totally butchered just then, stars in it. Gorgeous cinematography, by the way. But Jamie Blanks, so it's going to be gorgeous cinematography. Blackwater is a true story about a killer croc and like three people that get stuck out in the middle of nowhere with where they're pretty much up in a tree with a crocodile kind of like stalking them. And the way that the film is done, you really don't know for sure who the lead is, so you don't know who's going to live. And man, that movie wrecked me in the best possible way. It totally wrecked me, and I really I'll eventually go back to it again, but it's something that took a lot out of me watching. But it's worth having. You definitely got to watch it, man. Death Wish 4 and Death Wish 5. I don't care what anybody says. I actually like these films a lot. Death Wish 5. I know it's not a good film. I know it's not a good film, but it's got Al Waxman. And when he walks down the street, Al Waxman for us Canadians here is the King of Kensington. He was a bad guy in that one. But like, there's some great stuff here. The Woman Hunt, TNT Jackson's really cool. Night of Fear and of the Damned is here as a double feature. Orca, which was shot here in like pretty much in Halifax and Nova Scotia, between like Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. We got a lot of cool releases here. Puberty Blues. Now, the reason Puberty Blues is mostly remembered now is for its theme song. Its infamous theme song that was used in the movie Attack the Killer Tomatoes. And that they couldn't kill the tomatoes that were attacking everybody until they played the theme song of Puberty Blues, which the tomatoes hated so much it made them pretty much self-destruct. So that's why people usually remember Puberty Blues. Yeah, there are pages upon pages. I'm not going to go through all 21 pages of the sale. I can't tonight, actually. One thing I'm going to do before I go, though, is I was going to show the one-on-one films that I got. So I'll do that, and the AGFAs for people that don't have any of that stuff. And I'll do that really quickly because my throat's going. just to let you know. And I got to work tomorrow, and that really, really depresses the fuck out of me. So here are the cult movie collection editions that I got, and I got a couple red labels here. So I have Rutger Hauer in the science fiction action film Split Second, which actually now is a black label release. Have Chuck Norris and Louis Gossett Jr. in the cult movie collection edition of Firewalker, which my better half actually really likes. And I got the triple feature, the Lou Ferrigno collection. And we have on this one the Adventures of Hercules, Adventures of Hercules 2, and Sinbad as well. Sinbad and Seven Seas, Sinbad and Seven Seas. My favorite, I think, that I got is because I just love this film, Amazon Women on the Moon. And it's a really cool release. It even has like a booklet, and it's a 2-disc release. There's skits on here. These are one-on-one film titles, Maddie, that are not in the film and were not seen until you actually saw this release. And of course, there is the Stone Cold with Brian Bosworth, which is a cool action film with, I think, Lance Henriksen and William Forsythe in the bad guy roles. And it did include amongst it a actual poster for so there you go, poster for Stone Cold. It's actually kind of neat because the poster is different than the Amazon Women is amazing. Catholic high school girls in trouble. I love that. And as far as the ACT releases that I have right here offhand, I've got the Ed Wood's Take It Out and Trade, which is a really good one. It actually has 2 films on it. The bonus film is actually The Love Feast from 1969, which is also an Ed Wood starring film. They come with a Blu-ray, a DVD, and a booklet as well. I also have the Ed Wood film The Violent Years. And there's a bonus film there, which is not an Ed Wood film, but actually it's a cool little film called Anatomy of a Psycho. Again, we get a Blu-ray DVD, I think a Blu-ray DVD, right? No, we get a Blu-ray release of this one with a booklet. Yeah, Stone Cold's a fun release. There is here Drug Stories, which is a really cool one. We have some of this one. Remember that? Drug Stories, the one like the drug, like. And of course, the infamous, as you can talk about, Lady Street Fighter right here. Kentucky Fried Movies, Catholic High School Girls in Trouble. So it is, man. I have that movie too, by the way. And the other one-on-one films I forgot to mention is Double Dragon, which caused me to go out and buy the MVD Rewind version of Double Dragon because I wanted the extra features. All right. And with that being said, and me doing one last mistake. Thank you, Danji, by the way, on here. Thank you so much for coming in and staying even. We had like kind of some trollish stuff on there, BS for a while. We persevered through it all. I am Aaron. You are the cult of cinema. You guys rock. As always, it costs nothing to be kind, so be kind to others and be kind to yourself. Don't troll. Don't be one of those guys. And stay healthy. Take care of yourself. I will see you soon. And above all, remember, here in the cult of cinema, there is always another movie. And yes, you do need to see Double Dragon. Not just for Alyssa Milano, though. Trust me. Christina Wagner, too. Trust me, that one. And remember, next week, on Thursday, me and Disconnected are here to talk about the Severance sale, the Vinegar Syndrome sale. And if you're on the Patreon channel, we'll also be shopping the Vinegar Syndrome sale. See you soon.